What do I do with this as well now? Oh no! I literally just flicked that all over the table. Oh! I don't know how this is going to turn out. Is there a cap on this? No. Oh, there is. What the fuck is happening? Colours may stain? What? Hello and welcome. Why am I talking in that voice? Hi, welcome to... No, it's meant to be spooky. Hello. I literally can't be spooky. Right, let's... Hello. Welcome to my ghoulish DIY table. That's the best I'm going to be able to do, okay? I'm the least spooky, creepy person. Even though, like, I used to scare people for a living, but that's a different story. Is the lighting really bad? I feel like the lighting's really bad, but there's literally nothing I can do about it. Eee, they put a light on. I don't know if it's better or worse. It's a DIY, okay? It's going to be a bit of a shambles. I'm not a DIY channel. Also, I'm literally sitting on my new physiotherapy exercise ball right now, so I'm going to be bouncing around as we do this. But welcome. We're going to do some pastel Halloween DIYing because I just can't ever find cute pastel Halloween stuff, but that is what I want in my life. Like, I love Halloween and I love getting into it, and like I'm that person that decorates their house for every season and all that. I love it, but the stuff just doesn't go in my home. And so I wanted pumpkins and like decorations in this year in my kitchen, but my kitchen is literally pastel rainbow. And so yeah, it's basically these colours, and so I wanted to make my own to be in my kitchen, to be Halloweeny but also pastel and cute. So we have two big ceramic pumpkins, a little skull guy, three more littler, smaller skull guys. I'm in a weird mood. It's been a long day. I've got some paintbrushes. I don't know if they're going to be any good. Oh my god, it's literally... They are rock solid. What am I meant to do with that, please? Why is it like that? Is it meant to be like that? Am I breaking it? Just leave those alone. We got my ready mixed paint that I just spent ages trying to find instructions on how to mix it. And it literally says on the front, ready mixed paint. And then I've got a selection of glitters. Also, you might notice on my wrist, you probably won't because I'm wearing long sleeves. I'm wearing a lupus, Fight Against Lupus wristband, and I'm actually going to link the website below. They do like wristbands and pins and other cool stuff that's all to go towards the fight against lupus. I have lupus, and October is Lupus Awareness Month, so it's really, really important to get involved. I'll leave it down below. I think these are like £1. So yeah, I'm wearing that. Right. Some of these I'm having to save for my boy because he wanted to get involved, but he's at work, so he missed out on fun, so he's going to do it at the weekend. So I think I'm going to leave this guy and one of the little skulls, and we're going to do the rest. So I don't know where to start really. I've like got a lot of colour combos in my mind, but not really like planned how I'm going to do that. Right. By the way, this is all from Hobbycraft, and these sets do actually come with paints, but again, look, not pastels. I had this colour combo in my mind, this purple with this like UV glowy, hell yeah, let's do that. Here we go. Let's just get stuck in. Oh my god, I'm so excited. How many layers is this gonna need? I feel like whilst we're sitting here we should do something Halloween-y themed whilst I'm painting. So should we tell scary stories? I don't have any scary stories. Actually, I have a lot of scary stories. My whole life's a scary story. For real though. Kitchen roll because I don't know what to do with them now. It's just like on my hand. Hello! And making my hands very purple and painty, and I don't know what to do really. So I'm gonna. Oh, I don't want to break him. He's so streaky. Listen, I don't ever work with paint, like not really. Like we painted our house, but that's about it. Ah, why is he so streaky? Does he need a second layer? I feel like he needs a second layer. He don't look good at all, really. Let's wipe my hands. This isn't like, I'm not selling these or anything, do you know what I mean? They're just for my house, so it was just for fun. I just wanted to do this as like a little Halloween fun thing to do. So they're going to be messy because I don't care. And when I get too worried about it being perfect is when it's not fun anymore for me, so. I think I'm going to do this next one blue with this like dripping over his head. That's like something that I like wanted to do. In my mind I was like, we gonna do that. So let's get some blue. Not a horror person at all. I don't like horror films. I don't like gore. Like it's just not for me because it kind of, things easily disturb me. Especially in movies. Like recently I saw A Star Is Born, and I'm not going to ruin it for anyone, but I absolutely loved it, but it was just devastating to me. Like, I'm still sad about it, and it's been like 2 weeks. I'm a feeler. I really am. I feel like the pain of the world, and things really deeply affect me, and it takes a long time for me to get over things that are like emotional to me, so that's just who I am. But it means that movies have a real big effect on me. So the last time I watched a horror film, like if I think about it even now, it's still like it just disturbs me, and I won't sleep, and like I know people think I'm like pathetic, but it's just the way I am. And I used to watch horror films all the time as like a young teenager because it was like so much fun for all you and your mates, you know, turn all the lights off and everyone scares each other. And then same at uni, me and my housemates would watch horror films and they all thought it was hilarious because I'd scream so loud when there was jump scares in the films. But it used to be fine, but as I've got older, I'm just this mate. I think it might be through therapy. It's like made me realise that I'm just so, I feel everything so deeply. Yeah, and it just takes me a long time to get past things. Right, I don't really know how to get this guy off my finger now. Right, I'm going to leave them to dry, but I think I'm going to do that dripping over his head, and then I'm going to do the mint drip, like paint dripping over his head. I think it's going to be sick. Why did I get 2 different pink glitters, please? Oh, one's like baby pink and one's like bright pink. To be fair, I do just love glitter, so it's not going to harm anyone, me having it, it will get used. I'm going to do this big skull, so this is now Ben's. I hope to be able to, I don't know, I can't think when this is going up. I want to be able to show you it. Show you them all together when Ben finishes them. This guy, I think I'm going to do orange. I think, maybe? Yeah, I haven't been to like a horror anything in so long. I wouldn't even know, like, are they accessible? If you are a person that is unwell or disabled, please let me know if you've been to like horror mazes, like corn maze, you know, all that horror attractions, and if they're like accessible. I'm trying to think, a lot of the ones I used to work in, wheelchair users could definitely come through. Oh god, that was one of my scariest moments. I once had it was my second ever horror maze that I'd worked in. It was a biggie. It was much bigger than the one I'd previously worked in, but I absolutely loved it. I loved every second of working in that maze. And it was a really, really intense one. Like the one I was in before that wasn't so intense, but this one was intense. But I loved it, and my first night, one of my first few groups that came through, and if you didn't know, in horror mazes they have what we call e-stops, which is emergency stop buttons, which you can use for like a variety of different reasons. It's like up to the actors to use, but you use them for like obviously if like something malfunctions and there's like something smoking or a fire, you'd hit it. If a guest assaults you, you hit it. All of these type of things, but it's just an emergency stop. But the whole maze will shut down, the lights will come on, music will stop, and we have a whole procedure, and that's different for every single attraction you work in. But you have a procedure of what you're meant to do in that instance. This is my second maze. I'd never hit the e-stop in both of the ones I did, and then one of the first few groups, this poor girl walks in. I was in like a cage thing, and they had like joke bars so I could come through the cage. So people, it's funny, it's like a fake, false sense of security, because people think you are, people come in and a lot of people laugh at you because they're like, oh, she can't come out and get us, and that's one of my favourite things to do. I've done that in so many attractions where they put you inside something and the guests can see you but they think you can't get out, but you can. It's one of the greatest scares because they relax, they think, oh well, this is fine, she can't come and get us, and then you're like, surprise bitch, I can. Well, this happened with this poor girl, and she was really young, and she just was like, seemed fine, and seemed like she was enjoying herself, and then obviously I had to go and ruin it. I like charged out between these joke bars, and when I tell you that she hit the deck, it's like nothing else I've ever seen before or since then. Like, she literally, as I ran up to her, she just went fully fainted. But it was terrifying because it literally looked like she died. Like, the life just went out of her, and she hit her head and then like slumped, and then was like, where she'd slumped so hard that she'd knocked the set. So then there's like, not like the whole building, but like a piece of the set was then like being propped up by her. So obviously I hit the emergency stop and went to help her. But that's the problem, is then she came round and then there's me in all the makeup and hair and costume being the one that just made her pass out, and she just was screaming, crying, and so I had to call my manager, who was not in costume, and just stand back. But it was so upsetting for me, I felt absolutely terrible. And then she actually told them that she shouldn't have gone in. She actually had a heart defect or something like that anyway, and that's why she passed out. And they were like, but did you see the signs? And the guy on the door normally tells them like the rules, and she was like, yeah, but I thought I'd be fine, I've been fine in them before. And then yeah, she fully just was out. And that's really scary, because obviously that could have been a lot worse. She could have been seriously not okay. So yeah, if you have any health problems and they ask you not to go in, please don't go in. Do you know how many pregnant women try to sneak through? That is just so dangerous, not even just for us, because this is another thing I don't think that people necessarily understand, is that like when you're in there working, you can see everything like it's daylight, because you've been in that dark room for hours. And there's actually, as dark as it seems to you as the guest, there's actually normally a like transition room that, say you've just gone in or you've been on a break and then you go back in, you go into that, and it's even darker than the maze, and it's to help your eyes adjust. And then it just seems like broad daylight in there, you can see absolutely everything. So like, we have great spatial awareness, like they don't, that's part of the audition process for things like that, is like you have to have good spatial awareness. Like you cannot, if in the audition you're like running into everyone else that's auditioning, it's obviously not going to work, because you need to be able to like use your peripheral vision and like stay out of people's way, because accidents still will happen, but guests add a whole new like unpredictability to that. And pregnant guests, I just don't get it. So many of them come through, and obviously you like, thank God we can see that they're pregnant, but then you'll have like other guests like flailing and bumping into them, because you don't just go in with like you and your friend or you and your boyfriend. You know, you go in with like however many for that attraction, depends. Sometimes it's like 50 people, sometimes it's hundreds if it's really busy. So like, you're getting put through and then random Joe in front of you is flailing backwards into your pregnant bump. I'm like, please be safe with your pregnant self. Don't do it. Don't. If we tell you not to, don't do it. It's for a reason. Got to leave him to dry now. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Look how cute they look. That is so, oh my god, I did that. I mean, they look really streaky. No, but they're nowhere near perfect. I am gonna have to obviously like do it again, but I am so pleased with that. Right, I'm gonna move these to one side and do my big pumpkin, so be right back. I think I'm gonna, for the next bit, bring you in so you can just see the pumpkin. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home, everybody gong da da bum gong, da da da, dee dee doo, body body dun da da din din din. This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. One, but Ben wanted to do a rainbow one, so Ben's going to do the multicoloured one. This is going to have to be like filmed on another day, because I don't think they're going to dry today. So if you see me and I'm in different outfits, because they didn't dry, okay? Love you. I think they've dried. Oh. I think they've dried, so what I think I'm going to do is like finish this one off. I need to put the glitter on, but I was just thinking, I need to do the glitter really when it's wet, don't I? So I'm going to do like a thin layer of the same colour and then add on top. I don't know. Didn't wash my paintbrush because I'm useless. I really wanted this to be sparkly, so let's add a thin layer of pink paint. This is wet. I'm going to grab some glitter. This one or this one? Which one? Maybe just a bit of both. Let's just do a bit of both. Right, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Is there a cap on this? No. Oh, there is. What the fuck is happening? Oh my god, wow. Oh my god, wow. Yes, bitch. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. That is such a stunning colour, the mint, and like, why have I not used it yet? I'm annoyed at myself already. There we go. Oh yes. Oh yes. Spin, baby, spin. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. What are some Halloween songs we can sing? Obviously Thriller. Cause this is Thriller, Thriller night. Thriller night. Fighting for your life, get up, get up. Thriller's a bloody tune. No one can say it's not. Oh my days, I'm in love with that. Look at that bloody pumpkin. Yes. Okay, I'm so ready to put glitter on these other ones now. That was so much fun. I haven't even checked where I've got glitter in my home. Like, it's probably everywhere, but I don't care, quite frankly. Oh, I am so happy with that. I literally can't even tell you how happy I am with that. Over the moon. Right, should we start with Little Lilac? Cause some other, you got, it was the mesh, was the monster mash, the monster mash, was a graveyard smash. I would say the Time Warp is a Halloween song. Maybe? Yeah. Let's do Time Warp again. It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. And bend your knees in time. And it's a pelvic thrust that really drives me insane. Let's do the Time Warp again. Tune. What other Halloween songs are there? Who You Gonna Call? Ghostbusters! That would be a Halloween song. Why can I not? What's that coming up the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster? What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster? I'm trying to think of other Halloween. There's not a lot of Halloween songs, is there? Disturbia, I'm scaring you now. Disturbia, that's Rihanna, isn't it? Yeah, old school Rihanna. When is Rihanna going to put out new music? That's what I want to know. I don't know how to use this or what it is. Glitter glue, suitable for 3-year-olds, so that should be fine. Oh God. I mean, it's not quite what I wanted. Like he's got really shit hair. Have I given him like Donald Trump hair? Onto Mr. Orange, I think. With him, I want to do another little layer of orange paint, and then, ooh, flicking paint everywhere, and then some orange glitter and some gold glitter. Orange glitter. I'm so excited for this. Let's go. Oh my God, yes. Let's just make him really fucking glittery. There's some gold on him, I think. I just feel like gold would be extra Halloween-y with orange. Camera cut out and I didn't notice, so I carried on, sorry, but here are the final shots. Video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I had so much fun making it. This is so therapeutic. I now just want to go and buy all the ceramic things and paint them. Like, it was just so much fun, and these colours, Are you kidding me? Funny. I love Hobbycraft, like, it really does have my heart. I had so much fun in there picking this stuff, and I've had so much fun making this video. So yes, please subscribe if you are not already. I'd love to have you here, and everyone, I hope you will have a wonderful, wonderful Halloween. And yeah, I'm gonna go now, so I will see you again soon.